Welcome all my honored guests to the ultimate duel with the best of the best.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Saturday morning live. I know we missed one last week, but because it's the holiday times and random trips are being booked on my end. So we'll miss a few now and then. But I know Mighty Max Toys was fully ready, and he is right here as our co-host for today.
I gotta say it wasn't random because you did let me know way ahead of time to block out that date. What wasn't random is the fact that we kind of forgot to let you guys know. But good thing comes to those who wait. And we do appreciate you and love you for supporting us and watching our videos in the replay, currently live. Don't worry, we got a lot of really cool things in store for you guys in this episode because it has been a week and Legions Con happened last weekend. And oh my God. Okay, it was so big that even Robo from previously the Foosh and now Robo Don't Know, who notoriously doesn't take that many breaks for his Saturday show, he did not post anything because he was over there. Right? Wow. So I don't feel so bad.
Okay.
I don't feel so bad. If somebody who like Robo has the ability to kind of say, okay, no, fine. We do too. And oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Talk about big toys. We're talking about giant toys. There's a new category.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh
look at this.
That's massive.
And
that's without the blades on. Oh my gosh.
Look at this. I had to take the blades off because otherwise I can't fit it here. I do have the blades right here and I can place them. So like I said, guys, I'll give you guys a rundown of this and everything that was offered in that HasLab because I got it. November. Again, it's the month of my birth. So this right here and that right there, 2 HasLabs in 1 year. Woo! Over the moon, guys. This is awesome. So, again, we have a lot to talk about. But believe it or not, the one thing that was released by 4 Horsemen is bigger than this.
What?
That's all I said.
I've seen it, but I didn't know the scale.
Exactly. Head to tip of the tail, it is almost twice as big.
Oh my gosh.
Which is kind of
like who has the space?
I better have the space, goddamn it, because I need it. But okay. Whew. But let's go ahead and start with the show. As always, thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to leave us a like, put a comment, subscribe. Again, we love seeing the engagement and just the views that we get every single week. I watch the show like 3 or 4 times before, throughout the week because it's just so fun. Not to toot our horn, right?
We are number 1 fans.
Do you watch the show? I mean, look,
usually after we finish.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
Yeah, so usually after we finish and I have to like clean up all the stuff I got out for the show, I put us in replay to see what's up. And also, guys, okay, just letting you know, there's some things that we do here live that after the fact, YouTube will tell me, hey, you have a copyright for this, so we might need to remove or trim those. And so you might not see everything we do live, like in the replay, because for the previous one we did, we got flagged, and I was like, okay, I'll just do that trim, and it worked out really well. And but you won't, and I put it in the comments in the bottom below, so you can see the part that was pretty much trimmed off on its original.
It was the Tamagotchi commercial, right? I knew it. The Tamagotchi.
I was like, it's okay if it does. If it doesn't, we can always work with it. So once it's trimmed off, it's not an issue. But that means that we can show some stuff that might give us copyrighted here. But as long as I trim it after the fact, we should be okay.
So there's an incentive to watching it live because we don't care about the copyrights or like the
Because we don't
like
get paid. We're just doing it for fun.
doing it for fun, so whatever. So let's go ahead and get started because now I am far more pumped for this than ever before because I know that the viewers need to watch us live in order to catch the full unedited episodes. But here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you guys know what that is from, you guys are true G's.
There we
Boom!
go.
Last time we were here, we were like, okay, I have no idea what to put for November. The world doesn't. So it just fast forwards to Christmas, apparently. So might as well. And
November is just like fall.
it's fall, but it's also here in the toy world when we start
That's
doing
true.
Christmas shopping, at least looking at all the product that has been putting out right now. If you look at Ross, if you look at Big Five, if you look at Target, there's so much more product being brought out and put on the shelf. So it's a good time to go to a toy store. And calendars aplenty, guys, or catalogs, I should say. I received this one from the Lakeshore store, which
Ooh.
I've never heard of before, but apparently my wife says, like, yeah, it's
mainly
cool.
like for educational toys and classroom items. But if you're ever looking for a really good introductory toy for little ones, that is a transformer, their alpha bots and number bots are so good. There they are, the alpha bots. They're amazing. They're definitely worth it.
I have 25% off. And this alpha bots, they're coming home with me because I used to have them. I'm so crazy. You actually knew exactly what I was going to gravitate to, and it just would be so nice to know somebody who has a baby incoming.
Exactly. And I'm telling you, there's a really good place to get stuff. And we do have Bambi Raptors, as Sonic says, no copyright law. No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me. Hi, guys. Merry Chrysler. Yes. Bambi, nothing's going to stop us.
I know. And Merry Chrysler to you, too. Product placement, Chrysler, a car that I think Chrysler is now defunct. But yes, let's continue with the Christmas cheer. But before we hit that official December benchmark, we need to talk about November events. In this case, Harajuku, the steady train that just keeps on coming.
Yes, just like your birthday, it is also Harajuku Day's birthday this month. So this is their 9th anniversary, and they're having a Party K theme. You can visit them today at the Galleria, at the Little Tokyo Galleria from 12 to 5 p.m. There's going to be all kinds of events. There's going to be there's always a little Harajuku or J Fashion swap meet, and they really deck it out for all the events. It's a really fun time. So if you have a chance or are in the area, stop by the Little Tokyo Galleria and just kind of shop around, look around, and join the festivities.
That's so cool. Now, is this something that you're going to go to or planning on going to?
I have previous engagements for today. Your girl is always very, very booked for the weekend.
Well, in that case, if you're there, definitely let us know how it went. But the good thing about the Harajuku Day is that it happens steadily every single month. So if you miss one, you can always plan for the next one. Do not fret. But apparently there's something else going on as well. What's going on here?
Okay, and I'm really trying to go to this one. So it's next, it's not for this Saturday, but I'm letting you know ahead of time so you can plan. You have 1 week to revive your tamas. You have 1 week to prepare all those items you might want to trade with folks, because 2 of the folks that we've been talking about in this live, that's Kohai Toys and the Southern California Tamagotchi Club, are coming together. And the Southern California Tamagotchi Club is going to be hosting its second meetup in Kohai Toys on the 23rd from 1 to 4.
Nice.
Oh,
so
I got my time ready. I actually ordered a second uni that's on its way.
For who? For what? For when? Is it for your
For my
spouse?
other hand, of course. For my other wrist. Duh.
And I want for one with my leg and the other leg. I want a
Yeah, that'd
belt.
be like I'm gonna get enough of them to chain them into a belt.
You're gonna be like that one viral picture from maybe 6 years ago of the old man in Tokyo playing Pokemon Go with like 6 phones, not even 6, only 12 on the bicycle. That's gonna be you. Like tick 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 tick. Now I did send you an Instagram picture that I thought it was kind of cool. I saw on Instagram a girl who did like her nails as Tamagotchi.
Oh yes.
You should do one for every Tamagotchi you've had that is different. You know,
Oh, that'd be really cute.
like the
That'd be
shark Tamagotchi, the
I'm
Mamechi.
keeping tabs on them on my Instagram because I keep forgetting, and then the photos do get deleted as you get more tamas. I'm on tama number 14 as of now. I think actually 15 because I married her off yesterday.
Hey, there was a Tama who went with you to Seattle.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. I'm telling you, I put it in airplane mode and it was time to travel. I was like, let's go. I can't leave my tama behind. The sitter leaves at 6. So I can't leave it for the weekend with the sitter.
That's so cool. Now, correct me if I am wrong, but when it comes to this is the second meetup, right? That they're doing the club. The first meetup was in, I think, Elysian Park by the Dodger Stadium. So now the club has evolved. The club has reached roof status. They don't have to be.
They've been reaching out, they've been trying to make it accommodating for everybody. A lot of people did show up for the one at Elysian Park. I could not because it was a Sunday, and Sundays I usually can't really do too many events. But one of the things that is popping is their Discord, and that's where I've been chatting.
Oh no.
Sorry. I'm telling you, they're like influencing me.
I mean, seriously, you bought another uni. Like, again, why did you buy another uni? Is it really just for the other hat? Or is it just like trade?
No, okay. So one of the things I've recently figured out, and Bambi, Seattle was great. It was nice and cool and a little bit rainy, but it was really, really nice. Okay, so one of the things I figured out was the fact that once you download, okay, so the Tama Uni has this feature where we have the angel, we have the monster. That means that they come with specific items and tamas that you can have based on how you raise them and based on the items from those specific cards or codes that you can get. And so that's why you buy it. You can either buy it separately and input the code into your regular one, and then you can have access to it. Or you can buy the specific one that comes with the code already included. But the thing is, like for me, once I realized that I could buy other cards, I bought the Angel, I bought the Sanrio, and I also got the free one, which is the strawberry one. And I decided to input all the codes into this one.
Oh, okay. I see.
And what happened was that when I inputted all these codes and I switched between them, I lose the items from my Monster Carnival. So I have no access to the Monster Carnival anymore.
Gotcha.
And I'm in the Sanrio one currently. And then when I switch between this one and the Angel one or back to the Monster, I'm going to lose all the Sanrio items again. But all my basic items stay. Just the special ones get deleted. So I want to have a secondary one where it's going to be, I guess, the main now, because this one's going to have access to all the additional extra fun items. Well, that one's going to I'm going to try to see if I can hoard them all from different.
Got it.
From different like play universes, Tamaverses into that one. If it doesn't work, that's okay.
Guys,
but
you see? She put on her clown makeup. That's pretty much all I was seeing. I see what you're saying.
But you see, I need to because this one doesn't do what I want this one to do. I know. I can't help it.
Hey, we all do it, and it's hilarious. But okay, go ahead.
Yes. No. Once we continue, I am trying to figure some stuff out because the Tamaverse is something new to me when it comes to like the new updated ones.
Yes.
I used to just have the Tamagotchi Connect, and it was a lonesome travel because not many people had it, and if they had it, it was just a keychain. I had mine, I kept it alive for a while, but then I was like, okay, batteries run out. I lost interest.
Yeah.
And now that with this one that I can actually connect and like trade
Yeah.
with other people and actually buy other people's items from different like continents, I'm kind of like really into it and learning the new ways of it. I know I continue to put on my clown makeup. Believe me, I got shoes already, got my clown pants. And one thing that you guys do need to know about me is that I do know how to make balloon animals.
Yes, it does. It does. It does. And okay, here's the deal. Back in the day with Pokemon, right? We still did the whole like, oh, there's 2 games. We need to buy both games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we need to buy both game systems to play them at the same time. We need to buy the link cable to. So it's an entire universe you delve into. You're gonna swim in it for a little bit, and that's great. Don't worry.
Yeah,
This right here,
it really does feel like a Game Boy.
yeah, and that's excellent. But now, I know for a fact that what's going to happen is that you're going to have a spouse who's going to help you take care of the other one too. And the idea of training between them is amazing. My wife and I do something similar with the Animal Crossing island. We actually have one island and we share it together. We share it and we play along, which is great. But that said, I am looking forward to you going to this meetup for the first time so that you can actually see other people with their 6 Tamas, all the way. And you know that I'm going to get you the Tamagotchi Robo for a pre-order. So it needs to happen. It's too cool. Now, speaking of which, okay, because we got flagged with the Tama Robo, we're not going to play the ad anymore. But I'm just going to let you guys know that it is on sale on AmiAmi, which is a Japanese web store, which means that the shipping is going to be a little pricey, but it's still not a bad thing to get. Now, Chu.
Yes.
Moving on for Tamagotchi, unless you have anything else to say, what's going on here?
All right, so there will be more Tamagotchi news as we move forward, but we also had some really cool news happening over here in the Burbank area, and that is that we have a new bronze DC statue. We know that Burbank, it is the headquarters of DC Studios, and that's one of the reasons, and also Warner Brothers, and that's one of the reasons why we continue to get all these amazing statues. In 2020, we got the Hush Batman. In 2023, we got the Wonder Woman. And just 3 days ago, we got our very new, our very new Green Lantern. And he's actually at the Empire Center. So even if you just go shopping for whatever, he'll be right there.
That looks so cool. Like, it honestly looks so cool. I hadn't seen the Hush Batman, right, until like this year, actually, when I went to tell you that we were expecting a child with my wife. So that was the first time I saw it, so it's memorable. But at the same time, having another one just to hunt and go take a picture, how cool is that? That's one thing that Disney, who is also in Burbank, by the way, is not doing, given the fact that they have access to all Marvel. Come on.
And honestly, I prefer to get this DC ones because they look great. Like, I've visited downtown Burbank many times, and mainly when it's raining, the Batman statue looks so good. You're like, yes, you look amazing. I have not seen the Wonder Woman yet because she's in a wonky spot in the studio, but the Green Lantern one will be really easy to access. It's literally by Olive Garden.
Oh, when you hear your family. Thank you, Bambi. In any case, I'm trying to contact. Well, so be it. Anyways, let's go ahead. My wife went to the farmer's market, and I'm looking at her wallet right now, and I'm like, oh,
Oh no.
Yep.
Might need to do a run.
She may need to do but she's with her sister, so it should be fine.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
She can be sponsored.
Yes, it can be sponsored, correct.
Sponsor a
But
sister.
indeed. Now, in terms of statues, I've seen again the Batman one, and I do agree when it's raining and will look really, really cool.
It
And I
looks
don't
sick.
want to go see it. I know you took Dad to see it, which is great. And
Yes. I need a water. It was shortly after the opening that I went to that I showed Dad the statue. It's really cool. And
yeah,
this one's available for the public now. So if you guys stop on by the area, we can go ahead and see it as well.
now it looks really cool, and I love the way that they actually maintain certain fidelity between statues, making you feel like there is a connection between one and the other, as opposed to just being completely different statues. Like I love that continuity.
Yeah,
Now-
they're all the same style and about the same scale.
Yeah, so it would be cool if you could put them together. Now, Todd McFarlane is kind of ahead of that on the curve because he already did a patina edition Superman to recreate the iconic statue with the eagle on top. We'll see if they do something like this for the other guys. Now, what is going on with my boy Kuchipachi here?
So if you do have, I'm telling you, before I move forward, I really do like that we got this version of the Green Lantern because that's the one that I grew up watching in the Justice League Unlimited
Yeah.
and just the Justice League show. So I'm like, it's very familiar to me. So I was like, it feels like they're slowly building the Justice League, and they could have just gone with the Trinity, but they were like, maybe there's space for more before we seal it with
Yeah.
Superman. So I was like, okay, keep going. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
interested.
Give me the question. Give me Flash. Come on, you need to have a Flash.
We
Right.
do need a Flash. You're right. We also need a Martian Manhunter.
Yes, we need John Jones
He
with the little
never
cookie.
had on statues. I was like, come on. My
I've
graduation.
literally
was
seen them
like
right here. I'm like, we need Plastic Man. We need Red Tornado. We need Aquaman. Aquaman.
I'm thinking that the next one might either be Flash, because
Yeah.
now that you mentioned that it could be Flash, but I really want Martian Manhunter because if you're doing the Justice League, he had a very central part in it as well.
True.
And we all know that Superman's coming somewhere, and it's gonna look sick because you're doing such an amazing job with each one of them.
Now,
So I'm just really
I
excited.
have just, I have something I just don't, even though it's weird, but to me, Hawkman and Hawkgirl belong together. I'm in the Hawkman camp. I'm in Carter Hall's camp. The fact that John had John Stewart had a relationship with Hawkgirl, I'm like, it was just still so
I
difficult
ship
to
it.
process.
I ship it.
know.
I ship
I'm on the
it
opposite camp.
because I know that he went with Vixen, and that didn't really last because they kind of like
Dude,
cheated on each other. So I'm like, that was messy.
Vixen got just dragged through the mud, dude. She ended up looking worse for the wear for that relationship because everybody knew that she was just kind of like the
rebound girl.
the rebound girl, the
It was
side.
so
the
sad.
relief
I'm like, John,
pitcher.
sir, we know who you like.
I
Imagine the next one they make is Vixen.
know. That sucks. Oof.
That's to show us what camp they're on.
Indeed. But again, we're super excited for these. Hopefully, they keep making a little bit more. Again, we can't really. What's up with us not being able to get away from Tama?
I'm sorry. Every month there's new updates, and well, the new arena game. Remember last month it was the little driving card one, and then this one is starting on Thursday of next week, and it is the climb. So it says it's coming back to the arenas. It says it's coming back to the arenas. I haven't played this one, so I'm really excited to try it out. And I don't know how it's gonna be. I'll show you guys a video once I do play it. And also, now and then they'll drop special gifts for everybody. And this week they gave us a dapper wig, the Shrewd glasses, and a formal necktie.
And I love how Kuchipachi is the model for all of this.
He looks great. That's why.
But okay. Now,
yes.
Can you wear all of them at the same time?
Oh yeah, you can because they're in different parts of the Tama's body
Like
because you can
face,
only
head,
wear one
and
item per section. So
yeah.
head, eyes, eyes slash ears,
Yeah.
um, and torso and back.
This is like a better version of the avatar customization from Gaia Online because that was so crazy.
I'm not gonna say that. I love Gaia Online. I'm a Gaia stan, and I will defend them because you could layer items, and that's one of the things that I wish I could do here. But I get it; they might get glitchy like it did in Gaia.
Gaia Online was such a trip. Did you guys have a Gaia Online account? Let us know on the comment section below because it
And if
is.
you do and you still use it, send me your username. I'll add you as a friend. I jump in now and then
Yeah, I
just to
know
see
you
what
do.
money's doing.
Some of the items you
Oh, what happened? Uh-oh.
must have. What happened?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
You froze
I'm
for a
back. I'm
second
back.
for me.
No, sorry. I'm just saying like the items you have must now be worth so much more money
Yeah, and I'm not
or
gonna sell
gold.
them. Oh no, it's no longer gold. The currency, there was okay. So one of the issues that happened in Guy Online was the fact that there was just so much uncontrolled um, uh,
Price.
pricing
Yeah.
because if you had cash, you could buy a Gaia card to buy the monthly collectibles and some other specific items, and that would be like a moneymaker for the game because they will be making your cash and you'll be making extra gold because you will sell those at an inflated price. And the
Yes.
constant inflation of the money made a change that they're like, okay, we're no longer going to do gold. We're going to change your gold to platinum. And I think it's like a 10,000 platinum, 10,000 gold is like one platinum.
Uh-huh.
And then, so if you use, like for me, I used to have, I think it was like 200,000 gold. When I checked in, I only had like 2,000 platinum. I'm like, what the heck? Where's my money?
Gaia Online, man. Again, such a trip. It's a good way to teach young students at the time about inflation.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
one of the things about Christmas is that pretty much like I said earlier, there's so many cool toys that are just popping up here and there. Now, this is a combination Target and Big Five, but I went ahead and thought about something.
Five Below.
If we, sorry, Five Below. If, yeah, who the heck goes to Big Five? If we miss these little toy catalogs, what's stopping us from putting our own toy catalog as December rolls by and saying, okay, you know what? From across all the stores, across from all the genres, these are our personal fave toys for this season. And we can just scout them and put them here as a collage. And maybe people will be like, oh, you know what? That's actually a really cool idea. For example, Target has the Majora's Mask, which is simply a life size. So it's like literally the size of my
No
head.
way.
Yes, it's in the gaming aisle. A little stand. So you can actually put it against your head, and it's only about $30 or so. It doesn't light up, which is one of the biggest flops in my opinion. I thought it should have been a lamp. You know, it would have been so cool. But yeah, it's a really cool prop that if you're a gamer, you should have in your display. They also have this Robotnik, which looks
He looks so
so
cute.
cute, right?
He looks adorable. Like if you're gonna, I don't know his scale, I don't know his size, but if you're gonna do a Sonic style tree, he should be the star. Or you
Right.
can do Gold Sonic as the star and put him around the tree somewhere.
No,
But
no,
it'll
no.
look so cute.
No. Golden Sonic as a star and hung on the roof, who should be him.
Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so good. And you know what? You can even do a ribbon, like a blue ribbon all around the tree, making it seem like Sonic ran all the way up. Dude, I'm just like Sonic Tree all of a sudden. I don't know.
Dude.
Candy Raptor inspires me to Sonic.
Yes, exactly. So I'm telling you, these are really cool picks. Now, from Five Below, this Rainbow Bright is really, really cute. I know it's not the original kind of sculpt, but they do have all the characters, so you can make a nice little collection for not that big.
Because that's not Rainbow Bright. That's like Moon Glow.
I don't know, but it's a Rainbow Bright brand, right? So
Oh yes, yes, yes. So they have all the dolls, including
they have
Rainbow.
all the dolls, but that's the only one they had at the time. So I was just like, oh,
Oh.
okay, got it. So people are going out there and collecting them. They look really cute. And the last one, and it's probably one of my favorite picks, is the Wally. Because this Wally, oh, I have a lot of Sonic ornaments. Oh,
my
we might
I'm
see
just
it.
so
go into
excited for you,
fruition.
Gamby.
That's cool. Yeah. And the other one, again, is Wally. This Wally may not be 100% articulate, like the threads don't rotate, but it is so cool. If you bring this guy out and then you give him a couple of shadings and just like little dirt spot, oh, this thing will get so good.
And
Like,
he's in Five Below.
Yes.
Question: did you see the other Pixar remote control critter from Five Below?
I've only seen. He's not remote control. He's just a figure.
Oh, this one's just a figure? Okay.
Yeah.
They currently have, I went yesterday to Five Below because problems. And they actually had a remote control Rex.
What?
I was like, I'm going to ask Max whether he has it or not first. Yes, they're $10 and there's a remote control Rex and a remote control Slinky. I was like, they better pop out a remote control Ham so we can race.
That's so cool. I have not seen it.
If there was a Ham, I would have him here, but they only have the Rex. So I was like, I'm going to wait.
Five Below remote control Rex.
I don't know if it'll be on the line yet.
Oh, I see it.
Oh,
it's $10.
Share.
Is not.
I know they have also Slinky the dog, but I want them to have Ham because I want us to race. Who's faster?
Yeah, where would you make Slinky? Like, no hate to Slinky, absolutely not. But
like they could have literally given us just RC again.
Yes, they totally could have, and they should have. Let me see. I'm bringing it up right now.
Okay, yeah, he's editing the slide. I'm seeing it on the background. But guys, when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, Five Below. And they also have like a giant Hello Kitty RC. They've made so many like Hello Kitty RCs, and they just make random RCs that look really good. So if you've ever wanted just a random RC, or you're an RC collector, maybe this new generation is going to be RC collectors because of Five Below.
I mean, they have the Care Bear car, the Cloud car. They also have the SpongeBob Boatmobile, right? So there's so many little figures that honestly, like I said, it's a shame that they don't get that much attention. We should create our own toy catalog. And honestly, big Five Below, almost that. Five Below, get in contact with us. We can make this thing happen for you, okay? We're both avid Five Below shoppers now.
Yes.
Man,
yes,
this Rex looks cool. Yeah, and why didn't they do a Ham? It's probably oh, yeah, the Ham would they just have either wheels in the tummy or the moving legs.
And the feet. Put all the wheels in the feet. Wheels in the feet is the ultimate evolutionary move.
Why are we going back in time? Now, the other thing I've noticed is that Five Below has also this bootleg Transformers, Robo Dino, and I am freaking itching. I was driving away because I didn't pick up anything. I was driving away and I was just like, damn, these things look so cool. Like, what if I buy them all because it's very cheap, right? And I just post them and I make really cool toy photography with these bootleg toys.
Yeah, remember like the ones that happen in Dollar Tree? They had like a little cult-like following.
Yes, it's true. They do. So I don't know. I looked at these and I was like, God, that's kind of cool. Like they have the entire like that Triceratops. They have a T-Rex. They have a Stegosaurus. It's cool. So I don't know. I may have to travel to Five Below next week. You know.
They also do have a new teeny tiny set for Christmas dinner, and it's really cute. I didn't buy it because the main meal is like a piece of ham. And it does have a lot of the items I already bought from my previous Christmas one that I bought last year from Five Below. So I have Christmas cookies. It does bring a pie, kind of like the one we got for the Thanksgiving one that I showed you guys.
Yep,
So
yep,
it
yep.
does have some repeat items, but if you didn't get the items last year, there's a good chance for you to get some of those Christmas items and like holiday themed items for your like 6-inch scale, or also Barbies, to have some food to photograph with. The scale does vary around with the items. The pie might be Barbie size, while
Mhm.
the cookies kind of work for all scales. But yeah, just an FYI.
Oh, that's interesting. So again, so many things. This Toy Tangents catalog needs to happen. Okay. Now, there's other things that are more. There are other things that are a lot more contemporary, and this one, I saw it on Target, and I immediately took a picture of it and sent it to you, and I asked, "Do you want it?" And the response was,
You out it.
"You bought it." So I was like, "Okay, I guess she wants it." So I've been going to Target since, and I have not found it. It's been like cleared out. So I was like, "Okay, I'm really glad I picked it up," because when I went to Toy Depot, they actually had it, and they had it for like 3 times the price, you know?
Ooh.
So I was just
Yeah,
like,
because
oh.
this is the 70th anniversary exclusive. So it's a
Yeah.
good pickup.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, it's gonna be part of your Christmas gift. You know, it's already there, which is kind of cool. So if you guys find something that's kind of weird, you've never seen before, share it with us so we can feature it. Because there's a lot of people who are going in, finding really cool things, picking it up, and nobody else sees it for the rest of the month. You know, so make sure that you guys are keeping an eye on all these stores, and make sure you go watch this remake. Is it?
No, it's a short. So for every 70th, every Godzilla anniversary,
Mhm.
they create a new short. So last year was, I think it wasn't last year, it was the year before, it was Hedorah versus Godzilla. So they like remake battles of
Mm.
the films that are celebrating an anniversary as well, because this is 70th anniversary for Godzilla, but it's also the 50th anniversary for Godzilla versus Megalon. So that's the first place where we saw Jet
Mm.
Jaguar. And that's why we're seeing a lot of Jet Jaguar merch. And there's so many good stuff. Like there's this one, I don't want to tell you guys, but I do want to tell you guys. There's this really one Jet Jaguar and Godzilla bandana that has come out that I want so badly. So I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many great items. And Jet Jaguar is one of those characters that doesn't get much love and doesn't get that many figures, but we're getting like an exponential amount of them right now. And it's amazing and slightly overwhelming.
I think so. I think ever since that one figure came out on Target, remember the one that was just kind of like posed like this?
Yes. I
Right?
have.
Yeah, ever since that one came out, the floodgates had just seemed to open up. There was a show, there was this, there was that. I don't, let me see. I found some bandanas, but I'm not sure these are the ones you're talking about. Yeah, let me
And
get
there's
this.
so many collaborations coming from every single angle, creating new Godzilla items. So if you want to get some Godzilla stuff, this is the time. This is the place. That is not the bandana.
I like
I'll
this.
show it to you. That one's really cool, but it's not it either. Although it's really nice. I'll definitely take it.
It's just an Instagram profile picture, I guess. It's so cool.
It is from the same gallery that I got a couple of my prints. I recognize the logo. But yeah, no, I'll share it with you guys. I think I have that one
this is from
as
Mondo.
well. Not the Mondo large version, but the mini version that was sold in a different section.
But you do have the best ever, which is this Instamachination figure. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah,
have you
so
posted?
Huh?
Have you posted yet?
No, I haven't done any. I'm waiting for my vacation time to take some photos again. Some holiday photos of my Godzilla and my Jet Jaguar just having like Christmas dinner or decorating a tree or something as friends. It would be so cute. And I don't know if I showed you guys. I recently picked up this Godzilla, this 1960.
No, you didn't show us. Here, let me see.
Godzilla. I picked him up at a discount store that actually sells overstocked items from like Target, and they, for some reason, they had him, and he didn't have a tail, but he did have like a broken rubber band all around him. So I was like, most likely there was a tail. So I spent a couple of hours like digging there until I found the tail, and he was just, what was he, like $5? I forgot. It was like either $5 or like $3. But I was like, this is a great purchase.
I say, like, dude, I'm jealous with that one. That's really cool. Now, to this day, I still don't have an entire Godzilla on my shelf, which I'm kind of proud of, because that, if I open those floodgates, I'm gonna go crazy. So no.
You will soon. I'm working with someone, and you're gonna want a Godzilla. You're gonna want something that's about that scale. But actually, it might actually work with some of your toys as well. But we're not gonna say anything else. I do want to show you guys one more thing. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, in addition to that, we're also going to revisit, right, Dwart Studios today, because he was also at Legion's Con, and he actually revealed a piece that is nothing to scoff at. Okay, this is amazing, and we'll get there eventually. But oh my God, what is that?
So, oh my gosh, where's it off? There, found it off. Sorry. So this is really loud, and this is a rip-off Furby that I found this week at a Goodwill store. So I was like,
No
what?
way!
Well, not this week, last week as well.
That's so good though. Like, it's hard enough to find Furbies, now bootleg Furbies. No, damn, that's a
So
good
loud.
day.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, but also the sound it makes at the beginning.
So scary.
Yeah, it sounds demonic. I gotta tell you, sounds
Yeah, when I turned, I was like, "Oh, you creepy," but I'll take you.
Now, the other thing, speaking about toys that should be recognized, we have, and this is, I'm embarrassed, I guess I could say. I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that this existed, but apparently we have a national museum for toys, and it's called the Strong National Museum of Play, with the O in Strong being a marble, a chibola. If you
An edible marble.
No, it was glass marble. Now, oh, okay. So I didn't know this existed, but apparently it is a thing that you can go visit in Worcester, New York. And this is kind of a bucket list item now. I know I've seen videos now, walkthroughs. It gives you that vibe of, yeah, we got some toys, but this is not what you, as a toy collector, want to see. Okay, so
But what about as a toy historian?
that's the thing. There's history for sure. There is, but you're not gonna see every toy represented, or like you're not gonna see a great diversity of toys. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, one of the cool things that they do is that they have a Hall of Fame, which again was new to me. Now, the inductees, not inductees, the nominees for this year, because apparently they only pick 3 each year, which slows things down like crazy.
It really does, because you can look at the nominees. They're all like majority of those nominees are balloon.
A balloon.
When was a balloon made? Oh
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, so it makes no sense to me to see My Little Pony going against an actual horse on a stick, like I'm like,
Yes.
that guy should have been in the nominees like years ago, not right now.
Yeah, exactly. Or guys, do like all of these you could just call it class of 2024, because they're good ones. That's fine, just keep them. But why are you going to pick 5? What are you going to pick? Why are you going to pick 3 as opposed to? That's why I put Aku in his little like frowny face here, because I'm like, nominees, they should all already be in there. A balloon, a horse stick thing, a role play horse, I guess we can call it. What the hell?
Okay, I don't understand why I feel like some of these items shouldn't be in the list. Like honestly, Balloon, just give it its spot in the museum. Say, hey, Balloon has done a lot. Balloon is innovation. Balloon is wow, so demure. But why don't it doesn't need to be a nominee this year. I'm sorry to pop this balloons nominee thing, but it's over. You don't need to be there. We acknowledge you exist. We are grateful for some of the things you have done. You also are the cause of many environmental issues, but balloon, I don't think we need it here. Apples
Yes.
to apples, that's so old. I'm so sorry. Apples to apples, just put it in the game board section unless it's something that's like completely mind blowing or it has like changed the world or people see them like, oh my God, yes. Like Monopoly, I totally understand, but I don't think I've never played Apples to Apples, and I don't think I've met someone that's ever recommended me to play Apples to Apples.
The thing is that now there's so many versions of apples to apples that meaning like so many copycats of apples to apples that you probably played it, but it wasn't the brand apples to apples. It's like when Cards Against Humanity, which in my opinion should, even though they're kind of controversial, they're like more towards the older teenagers to adults, it's still a game and still very much popular and recognizable, and it should be in here or at the very least considered. But when
Like
you have
Sequence is a really good game.
huh?
Sequence is a really good
Yeah.
Sequence here is a really good game, but I feel like they're too overlap. It should be like, okay, these are inventions that kind of changed the toy industry. Include balloon there.
Yes.
Include like RC car there, just like the technology that developed into it, or the remote technology that created it, the remote control cars. That could be like technology that influenced and
Yes,
created
absolutely.
what we kind of know. And now we go into specific recognizable brands or
Brand.
items into
Correct.
the nominees because like random horse on a stick.
Yeah, I mean, not to hate on any of this, but I'm like, it is. It seems like the museum is not living up to its potential, right? By kind of missing a lot of these key components on their museum already, which are by museum pieces. Like this horse thing, I know it's still there, but it's very much should be in a museum piece in the retrospective. And like you said, for the balloon, there now you can actually make an entire exhibit of how balloons, a toy, branded into science, and then it also is part of a how we're reconsidering the use of it as a toy or as a commodity because of how much harm it causes to the environment as well as power lines, etc.
No,
So
like I can see that each one of these items, can create.
yeah,
It has this has a storytelling purpose for the museum. I don't think they each should be considered nominees, and they should focus on like the items from like the 80s and higher
yeah.
when it comes to current nominees, while the other ones are pretty much the base of establishing history and the popularity of toys as we know them now.
And the other component is that you have Pokemon cards here. This is base set Pokemon cards, right? Which means, dude, you're not going to capitalize on the fact that right now people are Pokemon card crazy, and you're
Yeah.
not going to like induct them and create a collage, collaborate with Nintendo. Like you to bring people into the doors of your place, right? If you and I, who are toy enthusiasts, didn't know this place existed, you need some headlines.
Yeah, you need some exciting things because I have seen some pictures from toy collectors that they have posted like little glass display cases with ponies and stuff. I just never knew where it was, and I guess this is it. I'm curious to see what it looks like.
Call
I
call Jose. Call Jose. Tell him, hey, Jose, can you please go and show them what a museum should look like? And you just move all your toys to that place, call it a day. Same thing to Pixel Dan. Move all your toys there. Call Toy Depot because he has a number of that guy who had the perfectly mint USS flag in box. That needs to be there. Type of deal. But
I'm really curious. So I never really wanted to visit New York in the past, except for seeing the what was it, like the Central Library, because it does have the original Winnie the Pooh and characters there, the Alpha Farnell Bear. But now I actually want to go to see this and kind of see it in a through a critical lens. Because like for me, like I see that I no hate to the horse on the stick. It's just if you're gonna put him as an inductee, we're going back to the original apples to apples, but what's the original horse in the stick? It's kind of like inducting the teddy bear. The teddy bear has so many different places that it came from and different developments of it, same as a doll, a basic doll. You have to be a little bit more specific about the brand and about the type of toy that you're inducting. Like if you're going to induct Barbie, that's Barbie. But humans have been making doll-shaped or human-shaped figures for kids to play with since ever. So I'm like,
for cars.
Yeah, I'm like.
So how serious are you as a history communication institution, right? So like I see that point of view. And if you guys don't know, Porcelain Piggy also has a background in history. That's where she got her degree on. So this is something that she can actually speak quite a lot about. So I see where you're coming from. Now, before we continue this rant, right? Because this is again a lot. Out of all these toys, yes, exactly. That's Porcelain Piggy right now. It's like this a museum. Da-da-da. Out of all these toys, the class of 2024, which apparently was only 3, was My Little Pony, Transformers, and a game I've never heard about called Phase 10.
What's Phase 10? I've never heard of it either.
Exactly. When I saw this picture, I thought, oh yeah, Uno. But then it was like Phase 10. Phase 10. So, and I haven't even seen it at Target.
Okay, Google it. Let's see what Phase 10 is.
It looks like Uno.
But it's 10.
But it's Phase, I don't know. We'll play it this Christmas or Thanksgiving. I'll buy one and we'll play it. Now, this is why I put Rossetti here, by the way, because I knew we were going to have a lot of...
Phase 10 is like Uno. I think it's the original thing of Uno.
Now, I want to let you guys know. So let's go ahead and just explore their webpage, which is actually a very nice webpage, right? Yeah, exactly that. But these are the nominees or inductees, sorry, for this year. And again, Phase 10 looks like Uno, right? I think it is Uno. I'm not sure.
I think it's like the mother of Uno.
Now, they do have a little bit of a spiel as to why they were inducted, and there's the history. Black Invector and Detroit native Ken Johnson designed his first game, a dice baseball, when he was just 12. At 19, he decided to go into business for himself. There's a lot of information, which I definitely invite you to read. But what I want to tell you is, what I want to explore are past inductees, because you can actually go,
Okay, let's see.
Look at all the classes they've had. So we can take a gander. Okay.
Oh, okay, Steiff Teddy's made it in. All right.
And Crayola. I get it. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Right?
We all ate some Crayolas. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
We all use Crayolas to color.
So
and sharpen them in the back of the box.
Yep, it's true. I love those. So we have 1998. He did a lot more inductees.
Frisbee, cool. Barbie, Etch-a-Sketch, let's go. Monopoly, okay. So I guess when they opened the museum, they got really happy about the inductees, so now they're kind of running low.
Yeah, so they did have a lot more Lego and marbles, okay? And I think that's where it ends. So these are all legitimate picks. Very good. As a matter of fact, I had forgotten about Tinker Toy. Tinker Toy is great. I love those toys. I love playing with them. Frisbee, I can take it or leave it. But next year, 1999.
I saw ponies again there.
It just goes back.
Let's go.
Hula
These are inductees or nominees?
Inductees. So these are ones that are already there. This is class of 1999.
Okay, Duncan Yo-Yos. Okay, because one of the most known brands. Makes sense. Viewmasters. Okay. Yeah.
So now they did 6. So they dropped it by 3 or so.
Okay. And then this year they're literally just doing 3. I guess because I feel like they're running out of new inventions.
Yeah. So let's see. 2000. Let's go ahead and put 2000, 2001. Jump rope.
Cool.
Jacks, which my mom
Yeah.
would definitely be very happy about because my mom loves jacks.
I love playing jacks too. I'll play jacks with my mom. Different versions of them too. Bicycle, Tonka trucks, jigsaw puzzles.
Raggedy
Okay,
Ann.
Raggedy Ann.
My wife loves her Raggedy Ann. She still has it. Her grandma gave it to her.
Aw, very sweet,
Uh,
very sweet.
We have Slinky Toys, Mr. Potato Head. Like, this is class 2000. Silly Putty, right? Or
Got it.
Plastilina if you're nasty. And then let's see. Let's just go ahead and increase it to, let's go 2003 because it goes by pretty fast. This is 2006.
Yeah, we can literally just scroll them down.
Yeah.
Cool. Scrabble.
Let's go until turn of the
Put
decade.
them all. Put them all.
So Atari game system, right?
Okay,
Scrabble, Big Wheel. All of these make sense. Game Boy, nice.
Yeah.
Ball, ball.
Generic ball.
The Game of Life, right?
Okay. I don't know about ball because okay, this is where a problem comes for me because I'm like, you're being generic when it comes to ball, and I also saw that we're being generic when it comes to teddy bear, because I'm like, I understand the history of them are different, and you don't want to create like a category for soccer ball versus basketball versus volleyball because that makes it more like a sports museum rather than a toy museum. But then each one of those balls was invented at different times. And it's completely different to make each ball.
But I agree by just calling it a ball and making it simple. There's something so pure about it, so purely toy and child. Because as a child, ball is a ball is a ball is a ball. If you're me, Tana, right? Because that's what I used to call balls when I was a kid, Tana, apparently. Because I never call things by their regular name. Oh my God, cardboard box.
Like toys go in it.
They were probably saying like, "Oh, kids play with balls."
See, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, is the museum of play, the museum of toys? I know I saw museum of play, but like we play with pretty much everything. Are we gonna induct a rock?
Yeah, exactly. Toy rock.
Because we play with rocks and sticks all the time.
Yeah, this is where it kind of gets out of pocket because you're like, are you going to induct string? Because I use string a lot. Are you going to induct
string is
water?
a great thing to play with. Water, mud, sand,
right? Ice, sand, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I think that's the thing. I was like, are we going to induct paper?
Yeah. Like at some point they got so broad that I'm like, kite, I can see it. Blocks, I can see it. Easy bake, totally. Rocking horse. I think that we waited until 2004 to have Rocking Horse, dude. There should be some grandfather things in already. Like, dude.
That's what I think. Like some stuff shouldn't have even been voted. They're like, we know they're old.
Okay,
stuff.
stick.
Because hoop and stick. Hoop and stick.
I get hoop and stick, but just stick?
Swords. You can play swords with sticks. We used to, but I'm like, I don't understand because they're focusing on some brands and then they just focus on the generic item. So I'm confused. I want to know what their criteria are because it's really throwing me off, guys. I don't know if you guys are confused, but I'm confused because I'm like, okay, what about rock? Rocks are fun. My first item that I played with was a rock. It was a massive rock that would drag around the house. So, why not rock? I don't.
Why not rock? Yeah, so it's just and now we're going,
because it can literally have anything. Anything can be a toy. Anything and everything can be used as a toy because it's based on a child's imagination. So where do we draw the line for like, hey, this can be in the museum because it is a toy. This is it is a museum of play. We can't.
Dude.
Items and things that surround it. Sand.
Dude,
okay.
we literally said it. And it's there.
I don't think there needs to be an inductee. I think it should be a section in the museum where they're like, here are the elements that we associate with childhood play. Yes. And there you have mud, there you have dirt, there you have sand, there you have water. You have things that can conduct like the wind because, you do use wind when
Yeah.
playing.
You can create, like you said, like the element of play. You can have like
Gravity is going to be inductee.
gravity.
And
Yeah, gravity. Because you know
the parachute man, you
the
drop
parachute
them.
man. Yep, drops
You
in.
need the what's it
Sky
called?
dancer. I understand the elements of play is a great idea because you're right, but these are not toys, but rather
Like,
they're
you
just
really can't. And
elements.
I don't think I've never imagined I would see a stand or box
I get
being
sand
connected.
toys.
Okay, I'm waiting for water now. I'm just waiting for water.
Yeah,
Because like literally water in dirt is magic. Water in water bottle, you make a hole on it, bam, instant squirt bottle. You know, like show me. I need to see water. I need to see wind.
yes, chess. Okay, yeah, I guess if we have checkers, might as well chess. Blanket.
I'm no longer amused with this goddamn museum.
Little by little, it's falling from the bucket list status to something.
No, I'm still gonna go just to criticize it and just to kind of see because maybe I don't have the information in which they want to do the storytelling of all the information and the items that they have inside. But I'm like, I don't see why a blanket. I understand a blanket is a medium for creating a world, for creating a home. Yeah.
I think blanket falls in the same category as box, which are mediums for imagination. They're catalysts for imagination, you know? And okay, so there are ways so you can induct water, right? Mm-hmm. And air with it being a part of a toy, like bubbles, right?
Yes, bubble. You need
a bubble wand. Like there's an item associated to the element. I get inducting sand toys. Right? For sure.
Like kinetic sand, because there's been work that's been put into the kinetic sand, and there's benefits of children using kinetic sand as well. So I don't get it. But Bambi, thank you. She's like, I agree with you. This place needs help.
Yeah, there are some that I'm like, okay, this is clue swing. Okay.
Swing. Honestly, swing. What about tire swing? Or just generic swing?
I don't know, just generic swing, Dungeons and Dragons, and you have Clue, you have pinball, and we're gonna talk about pinball in just a little bit, guys.
Here we are.
Magic is already there. How come Pokemon? Oh, Uno's already here, which means that 10 is another thing. Matchbox. I haven't seen Hot Wheels just yet.
No.
The Day of the Dinosaur coloring. Okay, I guess coloring books.
Coloring book. I was like a specific coloring book because they've been pretty broad. Okay, coloring books are the goat.
Yeah, Jenga, sidewalk chalk. Yeah, I totally get it. So, again, it was a very interesting selection here. I do think that their
I think
criteria,
the categories for nominating things are all over the place.
Yeah, there may be they may need a little help.
Yeah, because I'm like, anything can be a toy, and we know that it's based on the imagination of a child.
Yes.
Because like if you will give a child a blanket, a child that has not been encouraged to use their imagination, they'll use it just as a blanket, you know? Yes. So I'm like, it's not the item, it's rather the open-endedness.
It's the correct.
Mm-hmm.
So just like you have elements of play, you can have items that could be toys given that they're tools for the imagination, right? Like stick is a tool for the imagination. Yes. Blanket, sand, all of those things are, boxes, are tools for the imagination, which definitely should be featured. But I feel like you can kind of compile them all into one big category and say like tools for imagination, boom, all these components. And they're like, okay, cool. Elements, like all of this. Make it a little bit easier. You don't need to kind of waste a feature every year on something that is just kind of like people are going to look at it and not take you seriously. That's the thing, guys.
Yeah, because it's just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to be attention grabbing, it's not doing that. It's kind of putting it as like, oh, this is the Museum of Play. Oh. It makes you know play. But I'm like, no. I'm like, I think they're trying to do something good, but it's just coming from a weird place. And it looks like every year they might have like different standards to what a nominee and an inductee are.
I mean, if you look at like the TOTY Awards, right, which we're gonna do sometime this year, right? It's the TOTY Awards are a lot more popular because it talks about different brands and different things that are current. And I had to learn about this museum from the Woody Show, my morning talk show in the radio, which
Oh, wow.
it just so happens that they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this happened," and I'm like, "Wait, what? How come I haven't heard of this? I've been in social media since like 2020, on toy in algorithms. Like, what's going on? I don't know. There's something wrong here, guys." Now, one thing that isn't wrong is what's coming up right now, and that is the Godzilla pinball machine.
Oh my gosh, they
Unfortunately,
did it again. They did it
preach,
again.
preach.
So Stern Pinball always gives us like a really amazing look into it. And they also like make an amazing pinball machine. I hunted the last one that they made. I played it, and it's a life-changing moment. As you play, the whole place will vibrate with the steps of Godzilla. It was an immersive experience that I completely loved, and I didn't think they could top themselves. The previous one was about, I believe, it was Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla, so it had a lot of focus on Mecha Godzilla. And this one is on the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. That's why it's in black and white. It does have a Mothra handle. So it's a Mothra egg as the handle. On the side, it does have the image of King Ghidorah. And you'll get a lot of special effects and features and little videos playing as you score and hit specific sections of the pinball game. So if you put the video, they give us a little bit of a sneak peek, and I'm going to be hunting this one down because I want to play it just like I did the previous one. Okay.
Are we gonna get copyrighted for this again?
It's not, because it doesn't have the sound. The sound's really what gets us copyrighted.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And this is literally a commercial that they posted on Instagram.
Okay. Oh, you see that nice little Ghidorah logo on the side? So classy, so
it looks so good. Oh, look at that. It is so slick.
Hard blades. Oh, there's JJ.
Yes, they did press some, they did put a little bit of honor there for the 50th anniversary. Look at that.
Guys, we are super into pinball machines. There's this one place, it's called, I think it's the Lab, and it's a pizza joint that's really close. But I had to take you there. It's this kind of like really cool brewery / pizza place, but they have pinball tournaments every single Friday, and the selection of pinball machines are so good. And it's not it's not a bar. Kids are allowed there, right? And it's a brewery. It's a very casual. People go there to work. They have non-alcoholic beers too. It's an awesome place, and they have the Godzilla one, and I have played it, and it is the best one of the entire.
Isn't it? Every time I would go to my local location that does have it, because Stern Pinball, I believe, they have a website where you can locate them, where you can see, and there's also like this whole ranking system that you can become a member. Is not, I don't think that one's from them, but it's an additional page. I know we talked about it before in the live. I can't recall the name right now, but it is a ranking system. You create an account and you earn points, and you kind of are fighting other people throughout the city to keep your score in the pinball machines. And it also helps you locate where some of them are if you're looking for a specific one.
So I don't know. I can't wait to see this one. I don't know what the rollout is going to look for this machine, because how long does it take to get machines from production into the stores, especially from manufacturers that may be abroad? I have no idea, but it will just pop up one day and be like, oh, this is what that one thing we talked about. And I love the almost monochromatic approach they did to it, and the black and the whites, the red, the accents is so good. It almost has this vibe of mural,
like a street mural. You're right.
Street mural. Yeah, it's so cool. I love it.
It looks amazing. I can't wait to look for it. And once I find out, I'll let you guys know how it is. I will do a video. I still have a video of the very first one I played on my phone because I went wild. I just spent, I think, $50 playing on the people because I wanted to see every single graphic. I didn't record them all, but I just wanted to see them all. I got a pretty high score in it too. It was so
I
fun.
wonder if this one has Minya in it.
In the other one, it did. It will have when you lose, it will be Godzilla and Minya walking into the water. It was so cute.
Again, yes, it is. It's super cute. But we've reached the end of the PowerPoint, guys. And I know we went over an extra 10 minutes because we maybe started 10 minutes late or so. But I do want to give you guys a rundown of I'll have 3 things to talk about. One, Legion Con, but I feel like we need to give love first to Dwart Studios because he actually had something to reveal at Legion's Con, which should not get overlooked, right? Yes, there was this ginormous dragon that Mythic Legends released, but my boy Dwart, not to be overdone, right, demonstrated what he is, the king of all dioramas and customizations. Let me show you right now, straight from Dwart's Instagram page, Dwart_studios. Look at that.
Wait, what?
This
thing is massive.
So let's read what he says right here. It says, so the cat is out of the bag, so to speak. Thank you to everyone who came out to see the demo and play with my mech. This man can keep secrets.
Yeah.
Right? Because we talked to him, and this was already in production or something, and he was just so quiet. I love it. Because I was super surprised. We did not know anything about this, and I was pleasantly surprised to see this. I will keep you all informed on my possible Kickstarter. In the coming weeks, I will be updating everyone and posting all the goodies I plan to set as tiers. So here it is, guys.
It's gonna be good, and there's gonna be tiers. Oh my gosh, they're gonna be tiers from people's wallets because this is a must-have, and there's a tiers to be met. Oh, I'm so excited because his quality of work is just amazing.
It's really unmatched, and the fact that he's doing this, it's a one-person operation with a few maybe helpers here and there. It's not like a full company, right? I know that Mythic Legions is very much has the same kind of attention to detail of paint and everything like that, but they're a much bigger organization. Dwart is one man wrecking crew in this case. And let's just see. Okay, this right here is a Valorverse action figure. So they tend to run just a tad bit smaller. But for the 6-inch, this is a Masco Destro, which is a great figure. And you can see the scale of this all. It's so good. It is standing, which I'm sure these are ratcheted knees. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's so many joints, guys. And the cool thing about it is that it looks real. Like it looks like it looks like something that isn't far-fetched. Right.
And we know that Dwart loves the detail, and he looks into every single detail of the things, the functionality of it. Nothing is like, oh, we'll just kind of fudge it. No. He looks at the way it will be in real life, and oh my gosh, that's how you get this masterpiece.
Yeah. So you can tell this is a prototype for sure. But for a prototype, dang, this is very impressive. And there's the Jurassic Jesse first one and first comment. Insane, so cool. Yeah, this is again amazing. Just look at this, the amount of like cables and details, nuts and bolts. That's the attention to detail that is so difficult to capture, man. Honestly, I love it. And it's different, we've never seen a mech with a full glass window. This almost looks like it's an industry type of mech, that it has applications for construction rather than battle. But this is kind of
like exploration of different planets or something like that.
Yeah, so
it does remind me of some. I think like the one from, is it Aliens that has something similar?
Yes, Aliens does have one. Like but with the little clamps. Yes, it's very similar to that for sure. Right. The only thing is that the Alien one, it doesn't have the glass, but it does have that same idea of a cage rather than.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but it's still, very much in the same vein. And I'm glad that somebody else picked up the baton where they started. And then this right here looks just so unique, so good. And again, Dwart Studios, his work literally speaks for itself. Okay. So take a look at him. But in the meantime, let me just leave you here with what they released at Legion Con. Yes, they had beasties like this. These are new figures that are coming out. These are great, right? This is one of them. This is Snake Priestess, and this is the new line. But you and I know how Mythic Legions is, right?
Yeah.
And
You see them now, you'll get them in 2030.
So this right here is what everybody's been talking about, and rightfully so, because it is a benchmark in toy engineering. Because we thought that the Sentinel was big, we thought that Giant Man was big, we thought that Galactus, we thought that this thing right here was big. But this dragon right here, it is so much bigger. It is 58 centimeters. Oh, it's 58 inches, sorry. 58 inches long. Tip of the nose to tip of the tail, super duper long. But if you say, well, you know what? It's so big, it doesn't fit anywhere. Like, it turns out that you can look at how you can curl its tail.
That's the horse? I got you?
Yes!
And the horse is huge. I'm thrown off. Yeah, that doesn't make sense when you give me numbers. You gotta show me pictures because I'm like, yeah, 50 something. That's cool. That's cool. What does that even look like? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is the standard Mythic Legion's horse.
Oh yeah, wait, that's the one I gave. But it's the scale of the horse, yes.
Yeah, this is the Mythic Legion horse. I have the one you gave me here too. But that one's super frail. I don't move it all that much.
Yeah, no, that's good.
So you can just see.
Okay, I needed that. I needed to see that horse because that's the only thing I know of the sizing of stuff from Mythic Legions because I don't really pay much attention to them. But wow, that thing is massive.
Like I said, it's definitely not for everybody because it's just a giant dragon. You may not need a dragon. Hell, 90% of the people don't need this dragon. But this fact that it exists and it can curl its tail so naturally, by the way, to make itself a little bit more compact, and the same thing goes for its neck.
No.
Wow.
You can?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like look at it. Look at the tail. It's nice and long here, right?
Oh man.
54, I lied. 54. But look at the tail here.
That looks really good. And I think that looks really
looks
good.
like a natural sway, you know?
Because that's one of the issues as a kaiju collector is like putting these guys on the shelves because of the tail. It doesn't bend very easily in a way for you to put it or like store it properly. So you have a lot of empty shelf space in the back of just, if you see my shelf where I have my kaijus, it's just like intertwined tails in the back like this, like because they can see them in the front, but the tails are like all over the place in the back. And removing them back and forth can damage the pin that connects us. So I'm like, I don't want to be doing that. So that's really cool that it can bend to that degree.
Yep. And to me, I'm thinking, okay, I really do like this figure, and I really wish I won it, but I still don't even know how much it is, and I'm afraid.
I think it's gotta be about $1K.
Yeah, I can see this thing being like $1,000 or something like that for sure. So, guys, you're warned. If you want this here, if you want this here dragon, better start saving now, because yes, if you get it, I'm sure it's going to be one of those pieces that you're going to be extremely satisfied with. But at the same time, you're going to need to pay through the nose to get it.
And you know, I think I know the crowd that's going to gravitate to this. I really hope they get to see it. You know, like how sometimes you go to stores and there's just like sculptures of dragons, like fantasy dragons with those fantasy colors, like the like purplish, the bluish, red and green. So I really feel that those people that really love fantasy dragons need to find this, because this is their once in a lifetime to get a fully articulated fantasy dragon that they can post around the house as they have those sculptures, you know. So I think the right group of people will need to find it.
Yeah. And not to be, oh no.
I'm gonna share the screen because Max is going down the page on the side, quietly over there, just going in shock.
So look at this.
I saw.
Do you know this is Stardust Dragon? Fudge, dude. Insta Machination is doing their thing when it comes to this. Like, look at all the amazing toys. Look at that. This Usopp, the Sanji. It's too good. Thank you to Lago Figs for again keeping this nice little updated, page with all these amazing toys that I'm definitely not going to buy. Like this Mondo Clayface.
It looks amazing.
Yeah. One day I'll go to somebody's house that has all of these figures and I'll be like, holy dang.
You're like, my goal is just to befriend someone that can have this figure.
Legit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, here's the other dragon that was released as well, Nate. This one, it's articulated, but not as much. And
It's not that big.
Small. Yeah, it comes with this lady, which is like a dragon priestess, but she has, as you can see, a little claw on her talon. Yeah. Guys,
Wow.
this is a lot. This is a lot, but you know what? We are living in the best reality still. Wow, this is not that much to say.
Yeah, no, we definitely are. And if for many, many, many genres, for many different types of, if you're a fan of pretty much anything, we have so many opportunities of getting it. And if not from a large producer, there's so many small manufacturers that are working on, just like projects that will make us as collectors extremely happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the things I did want to leave you guys with is Target is having the buy 2 books, get 1 free. The reason I'm saying this is because they have dropped the new children's book. I think it's called Strong Like Godzilla. So if you have little ones in your Christmas list, I would like to share that Godzilla. Want to start them young with Godzilla, I recommend you guys buy 2, get 1 free, and give them to all the kids in your list because it looks really cute. And I'm letting you know now, Max, do not buy it because you will be getting one. And it looks amazing. Let me see if I can share you. I haven't seen the art inside, but the cover art is so cute. It's super cute. We saw previews to this book last year, but it's finally out and it is available. I saw it on Target.com. I don't know if any other retailers are going to have it soon. Let me see. I'm not even seeing it pop up yet. But yeah, I think it's like, I don't know if it's Strong or Brave like Godzilla, but it's a really cute book. I will be picking up a few copies to share with family members found it. So go ahead and share that with you guys. Let me see, share, and we're going to share this one. So it's Brave Like Godzilla. It's coming up. So it's about $14 in Walmart, $13 in Target. People are giving it a bad rating because they don't know how to read. But, this is so cute.
But now I have a baby incoming. That means that's going to be on their library,
baby shelf,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be in their baby shelf. Now I do want to show you this one last picture of this dragon because this is amazing. This is thanks to Robo Don't Know, right? On his Instagram, you can go check him out right here. Now this is just close up because he was there. and they had it on display. Look at the neck how it snakes forward, right?
Mhm.
But there's this the last picture is the one that I want to leave you with, right? Look at the tail how it curls. It can go up and down like rubble, right? To see
Nice.
like it's actually like slithing through, like it's being dragged on, right? Look at the paint; it's just amazing. It has extended wings just in case you wanted to have them flying for any.
So it has alternative wings.
It has alternative wings. They're not posable wings, right? But you can switch between a close-up wings or a big wing. Now, how big are these wings? Take a look at this.
They're massive.
There's a human on the other side being like, damn, that's crazy. So again, best reality, guys.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's really, really cool.
But if you can afford that, there's Alphabots.
And Alphabots are not cheap either, $29.99.
Right?
And if you can't afford that, there's also the Dinobots at Five Below.
Yes, there's also and that's a good message to end in. You know, if you can't afford this big dumb toys, you don't have to. Okay.
Yeah, there's options.
Don't feel bad because you don't have you can't. Honestly, I'm not going to get this dragon as cool as it is. As a new father, I think it would be irresponsible for the time, you know. So don't worry, live your life, enjoy the toys you have, right? Sometimes you can find pleasure in something as simple as a birthday cake Hot Wheel. And
Yep.
because
And also remember, like thrifting, you can thrift alternatives to it as well. And sometimes you might even find the real thing at the thrift.
yeah.
That looks amazing.
Look at this. Oh, I love it. So I have to show you when you come in all the lights and all the little features in it because it has different lights in there.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Right? So I have to show you. I'm going to hang this one in the garage for sure. It's so cool. And if you also thought that it was kind of light, I have a pizza.
What? What? Are those like the stretch goals?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
That and a whole bunch of stickers.
Oh my god. They're like, here's stickers. Stickers. Patch up your wallet. Patch up your credit score.
Okay, but there you go, guys. We did it. About over 1 hour and 30 minutes for our comeback show. Next week will be past my birthday. We'll be 1 year older. Wow. We gotta see if we can get Lou in the show. But until then, Chu, take us out.
All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. And thanks for coming back. I know we went out for a weekend, but we are back now. Just know that I know as the holiday seasons are coming, our shows might be a little erratic. We'll try our best to keep you communicated when they're happening, when they're not. And again, you can always watch us and follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram to see what we're up to. And if we forget to do an update, you kind of see that we're just out and about and that you kind of can guess that the show's not happening. Sorry. But on the other hand, again, don't forget to follow us on Porcelain Piggy and at Mighty Max Toys. We also do have our Toy Tangents Instagram page where we're trying to update. And again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.